Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Venitia and this is the timeless reading I'm going to do today. So just to let you know, I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know whether it was 2, 3 or 4, but I just woke up and I just cried out. That person treated you so bad. He is a jerk. You deserve better. So probably going to be the topic of the day. We shall see. So I'm going to take this tarot and we are going to unpack this, step by step, card by card. But first, coffee. So cheers. I hope you're doing well. Oh, remember this is a timeless reading, so it may not pertain to your situation 100%, and that is okay. You take what resonates and you just drop the rest. Okay? Cool. Well, let's see. I'm going to pick up a few cards here. And just as I was placing my decks, because I work with several oracles, there is that card that just showed up. Caution. Like you had signals, like red flags. Were you listening to those red flags? I don't know. Maybe you should, If you have that gut feeling that this person is not good for you, listen to your gut feeling. Don't let your heart and your mind be derailed here. Okay. First, I'm going to cut this deck. Okay, a dead end situation. Okay, a timeout. Being stuck. Having to listen, because there is only so much you can do. Maybe there is a dead end with that person. Maybe you feel like, and it can be both, Maybe you're in a dead end with that person and you know that this person has been hiding something, okay, behind his back. So you have to be open here to listen to the situation and, be receptive here. We've got the wheel. So karma is turning. That person is going probably to have this fate, karma back. That person is going to get back what he or she deserves. Okay? So, timeless reading. So, reverse the energy, male, female, according to your situation. And let's see. Okay. This is where you're at. The devil. The red flags. There is something definitely wrong here. A game of power play, liar, cheating, treachery. That person likes to manipulate because that's something that they want. But they are not offering the truth. There could be a third party. Maybe they are not completely free or ready to commit. But they know that they have to lie in order to get something from you. They want your attention, they want your love, possibly your money, all kinds of things. But if they show their true colors, you are not going to give them what they want. So they lie, they cheat, Be careful, because there could be, passion, attraction, lust here, but that ain't true love, okay? So this is where you have to go, okay? This is getting back to your sense, okay? She's got a crown over her head. So this is the power of thinking, the power of clear thought. You have to look at the situation as it is. I've been fooled once, I won't be fooled twice. And the tool that you have to activate, okay, karma, okay, change the situation. If you've been feeling stuck with that person or it's always the same kind of story, you are the one here to take the reins, the matter into your hand, and things are going to move because your ideas are right. Okay, that person might be gaslighting you, telling you, oh, you're always making stories, it's all in your brain, Don't tell yourself stuff that doesn't exist. It's you're being paranoid or whatever. You know, you are the one who's right here, okay? That person is making you look at reality through distorting glasses. So it's time to take out the glasses, because you know how to look at things. You are not a fool, okay? You are smart enough to see that if this is too good to be true, then it's a lie, okay? Let's see. So I'm going to keep these, okay? And I'm going to pick up these two cards. These two decks, I mean. Okay. That person has probably also told you that you were little or not worthy. Now, what you have to know, this person needs you. You, despite your feelings, don't need that person. You are self-sufficient. You can be quite independent, and you can make your way out of a bad situation. You can, have a great path in life. That person is not at the same level. That person needs people to worship them. They need, as manipulative people, they need people who are manipulated. You don't need to manipulate anyone. You are just smart enough to have your path in life, and have a great life, actually. Okay. Change. That person is sensing that you are retracting your energy, that you are changing, that you are considering, maybe that person is not so good for me, and they sense that. So maybe all of a sudden they are a little bit different. Maybe they treat you better. Maybe they give you what you wanted for so long, but they only do that because they don't want you to get away. They want your intelligence to be, and your gut feeling to be sleepy here, So it's like hypnotizing you in order for you not to see the truth. Don't be fooled, okay? Let's see now. So, seems like I was right in the middle of the night. Okay? Okay. This is about love. Now, you have to realize I deserve true love. You love that person. You love that version of that person, what that person has given you to see. But this is like a mirror, okay? They give away an image for you to fall in love with that image, but it's not them. There is something behind, okay? Okay. This is what they want. As I said, they want someone attached. They don't want you to be independent, thinking on your own. They need you because they need someone to be attached to their energy. And you might feel it in your energy, okay? Because this is eating you up, and you need your energy for your project, because I see here that there are many things that you could do, that you could live, that you could experiment, and that are quite interesting for you, that could lead you to abundance. There are lots of projects here, but this is like blocked for the moment, possibly because of that. Okay, so lust and love, this is not the same thing. That person is all about lust, all about control, all about gaslighting. It is not about giving you love. Okay, bear with me because I like the cards to be jumping at times. Okay, so this might take a little while. Okay. Union. Okay. This is what you want. That person could not be relationship, potential right now. Doesn't have the baggage for that. You do though. And you are very, oh my God, when you give yourself, you give your all, right? There's a lot of passion, a burning heart. So you are more than ready for a real good relationship where someone respects you and is passionate about you. And you've had your fair share here of, not worthy person. Okay. Lot of beauty too, because these cards are related to, Venus. So that person wants your beauty. Okay. We'll see if some more cards. Okay. Times are changing. Okay. Karma. This is the wheel. Okay. The wheel is turning here. That person sensed that now you want to free yourself because you are heading towards a better understanding of yourself and towards a real relationship where there is love, where there is the possibility to make a great couple with projects together and with a lot of passion. There could also be, a business project that you are very passionate about and you no longer want to delay that project, and you understand that this person has been blocking you and now it's time for a change and it's time to free yourself. Okay. See if one last here is coming up. Otherwise, I'm going to take my other deck. Okay. As I said, key and money. That person is keeping you in sort of a cage, mental cage. Maybe you feel like on my own, I won't be able to sustain my lifestyle or to have projects that are making money. You're wrong. That person wants you to believe that. Also beware, because that person might be after your money. Okay? And don't let that person give you advice or be way up in your business or take care of your money. It's about time you just have a good check here, and see if that person has not been taking some of your money without you knowing about it. That person is all about profit. It's not about real love. Okay. See? Money again, and the potential to make big money here. Peace as well. Go where you feel your peace of mind. Okay? With that person, it's never being at peace. It's like you're always, walking on eggshells because you don't want to trigger that person or something. There could be a lot of ego problem, like you say one word and that person goes off pretending that you said something else. Beware of that. It's not like you cannot speak your mind and you have to walk around that person. And enough with that. Okay, that's a whole lot of cards. Let's see. Seems to be making sense. So, brand new beginnings, going out of the door, it's like getting out of the cage, accessing to next level. And you're the one who has the key for that. Okay, building your legacy, roots. This is also the family card. So for some of you, this is because you want to have a legacy, protect your family. And this is sometimes very big business that goes on for several generations. Okay, and we've got energy and order. So this is putting your energy in order. That person is derailing your energy. You are like a station they plug into in order to take your energy for themselves. Now you are going to get back at your energy and make that energy work for you. Very important. You are so much better than that person. You are better without that person than with that person. Temptation, okay? That person knows how to trick you, how to say the right word in order to get you back into its claw, into its pull, you know, into its trap. Smooth talker. Very good at manipulating. Know how to use words and, you know, making you under his spell or something. But I do feel that now that spell is broken. You are getting back into your energy and good for you. Okay, brand new beginnings for you. Now you're taking back your power and you see things. You could be starting something totally new here. New project, new life, new beginnings, away from that dark energy. Don't beat yourself up. I think that some of you are thinking, I have wasted so much time with that person. So, yeah, you could say that, but it's also a lesson, because once you have that lesson integrated, you know, once you have learned that, you can never unlearn it. Once you have seen that, you cannot unsee it. Now you know better. And that person doesn't have the power that he or she used to have. Now the power is in your hand. You see that person through. You know, a person can tell you lies, but you see through that. And you know now their intention. So don't worry. Okay, you will be able to break free from that. Okay, I'm going to pick up now with this deck. Okay. Brand new project here. Concentrate on that. Brand new project, brand new life, brand new vision. It's going all cleared. The blockage are definitely out of the way now. Okay. Love. Opening now to what real love is. And it starts with loving yourself. Okay. Having respect for the person that you are. And not putting yourself down in order to be at their level. They are the one who don't deserve you, even though they might be saying the opposite. You just be lucky. I accept you in my life. Because they want you to feel worthless and not be aware of the power that you have here. This is power play, okay? This is gaslighting. This is lying in order to make you feel small. But you ain't small. You are much more powerful than you know. And you are going to discover now your true power. Okay. This is the power of emotion. Okay. You were not weak because you loved them. You are ready to share with a person without control. You've got empathy. You know, you wanted to help that person. You wanted to not be closed off. You are like the treasure that they wanted to have for their own. They don't understand. You're just like a mystery to them, because they're like, how can that person be so given without wanting anything in return? This is generosity, you know, being generous with your energy, with your thoughts, with your care, with the attention that you can give to someone. And this is doing things because you expect something in return. That's their energy. And they don't understand that. So you're just like a toy for them that they play with. How is that person? And if I do this, will that person still be there for me? If that person loves me, that person is going to accept this and this and that. And they keep on pushing to see if you are going to accept that or break. You know, so they could shame you, play with guilt, play with all kinds of emotion. And now the next step is going to put all these emotions back into order. You have to clear those energies that you have inside of you now. It's like muddy waters, and you have to clear them, okay? And you will be doing that without that person's energy interfering, okay? Okay, let's take this one. Okay, this is being, oh my God, there is a dream here. Lots of butterfly, which is the sign of rebirth. There is also, you know, you were in an illusion with that person, and you are not bitter here. You know, there is a dream that you have inside of you that is going to come true. That person has treated you so bad that you could actually reject the whole world. But this is how rich you are. You still are that person who dreams, who make projects, and who's ready for a relationship. They are not ready for that because they need people to manipulate. So they cannot offer themselves truly, honestly, and fully to anyone. They are not offering, they are not partaking in a relationship. All they do is get in relationship in order to take something. They are not giving person. Okay. They are not giving. They are not generous. They are anything but that. They are greedy. The wheel is going to turn back. Okay. Ooh. But, okay. Build yourself strong foundations now. Okay. This is the lotus flower. Out of the mud, there is a beautiful flower that's going to shine here. Okay. As I said, the desire of your soul. There is something that you deeply desire here. Could be the relationship in itself. It's going to work out, just not with that person. But there is a relationship. A brand new reality. Now you're waking up from that bad dream, okay? And this is spiritual maturity. You are the king or the queen in that story. That person made you feel like you were worthless, but that is not the case, okay? So you just have to take that person out of the game, and you will see that now you have the solution in your life to build a life of your own, where there is security. Okay, remember, you had the key, you had money, but there is so much more than just the money, right? But that person made you feel like, actually, if that person made you feel like worthless, it's because you are the rich person, you are the treasure, okay? And they want that for themselves. They want to use you. Okay, well, I hope that made sense. You've got to free yourself from that relationship now. Put your energy back into order. Put it to good use into your new project. You're going to pass that test, okay? You're going through that door here, and you're going to start a brand new cycle that's going to bring you, you know, satisfaction. It's going to bring you peace of mind. You're going to have a much better status here, wealth, you know, and that person is going to have to find another victim, because that is the only way they are going to be able to sustain their lifestyle, or they are not ready, you know, for a relationship. All they want is a Muppet attached on a string, okay? They can only treat a person like that, which is badly. And you deserve better, okay? You thought it was love. You know, you were ready for a great relationship, building something together, but that person just wanted your beauty, your money, the wealth, all of that, without giving back. So just as I said, as I woke up in the middle of the night. They treated you so bad. They are complete jerks. Okay? So, listen to the red flags now. Listen to your intuition. You were the one who was right. Okay? Well, I hope this made sense. I'll see you tomorrow with another reading, whether it is about love or, abundance, finance. I don't know. Okay? Each and every day it's different and it is a nice surprise. So keep up the good work and get back to your energy. Thank you for listening. I'm Venitia. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and I would love to hear from you in the comment. Thank you so much. Bye for now.